Okay, so it has been a long while. I don't know. Introductions about long whiles. Not very sitting comfortable for me. But all the same, we're back on the show. Welcome to Sit with Ekay. My name is Ekemini Joseph, in case you've been wondering. Sit with Ekay is actually a show where I bring entertainers, people in the industry who are doing comedy, who sing, who rap, and of course, people who are promoters. And we talk about the industry extensively, and of course, what they've been up to, what they've been doing, why they've been far away, why we've not been hearing from them for years, like my guest today. So, and of course, he goes by a lot of AKAs. His name is Chinedu. I hope I got that right.
Mr. M.
I mean, okay, Chinedum.
Yeah, Chinedum.
Chinedum. You know, that sounds some kind of way, right? But we're going to talk about that later. So, Chinedu is the name, and of course, he goes by another AKA, the Ugly Boy, AKA Xlibaty. Hi, Xliberty. Welcome to the show.
You missed one AKA.
Which one is that?
Odoguliba.
Ologodib.
Odoguliba.
Okay, all right. So, it's nice to have you on the show. I don't know. I've been chasing you to be on the show for how many years now?
It's not been years.
Okay.
Probably few months.
Few months.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, actually, I've actually always wanted to be on the show, but we've been busy.
Busy making money, but
down. Yeah, no. What else will you be busy doing?
I don't know.
Probably making money.
Of course. Okay. So he has been busy making money. So what did you bring?
I brought myself.
Okay.
My honorable self.
Okay. Your dogu self.
Yeah.
What else?
I think I just graced this show.
Okay. All right. So he's trying to throw lines on me, right? And my show. Actually, he's suggesting I make a change of name on my show to Chill with EK.
Just for this episode, just for me. Yeah.
So because you're chilling.
Switch it back. Yeah, I'm chilling.
Okay. All right. That reminds me of someone who, every time you ask him how are you, he's like, I'm chilling. How you day? I'm chilling. Even if he's standing next to you, he's chilling. All right. So today I'm going to go back, way back to when Xliberty stopped releasing songs, 2018 as it is. And we're going to listen to an amazing tapes that he has done. I remember a time it was trending when he used to do a phone call stuff around
phone call series.
Series way back. And of course, today we are going to be looking at what he has done so far and what he's up to. Why he has been quiet, much like silence, for a period of 2 years or thereabouts. Yeah, so let's talk about that. Why are you silent?
Probably if you have asked me this question like a few months back, I won't really have an answer for you. But shall I? Am I supposed to be honest? Okay.
If you want,
I was under a record deal.
Okay.
Sicilian
Empire.
Yeah, Sicilian Empire. That was in 2017. So it was a 3-year deal. It had to run till 2020, December. So within the period, before the expiration, we had issues. I had to withdraw. That was in 2019. I couldn't continue with them for reasons best known to me, though.
Okay.
So probably the other year, the whole of last year, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't drop songs because I was still under them technically. So I had to wait till
the deal is over.
Yeah. So that's actually my excuse.
Okay.
And I under them too, I recorded a lot of songs, a lot, because that's basically my job, record, which technically is not even mine. If you check it, I can't even drop any of them because it's not mine. So let's say basically I started from scratch again this year, which I've been recording though. Like I've been recording, but not
discreetly.
But not as much as before because now I have some other engagements and stuff. So.
Okay, so at the point I was trying to keep count of the lot of tracks and albums or tracks you've done, and recently I was reading up about an artist in Cameroon who has over 40 albums. So imagine how many tracks are in each of them, and I think you were contending with that man.
I've not dropped a body of work before.
Yes, but you've dropped a lot of singles.
In terms of singles, I've dropped. It's not that much technically.
It's up to 400.
No. Like if it's singles, I've dropped up to let's say 10. But if it's collabos, like other people putting me in their songs, I can't count. It's too many.
Exactly.
A lot. Even I started questioning myself some of the time. Like, why even doing it? Like, it was a lot. Too many of them. But in 2018, I recorded, because all my songs, I've only featured one person in my songs. And that was Rika in the Union Anthem I did back in 2016. And that was the only person I've ever featured in my song. So in 2018, I wanted to drop an EP. That was The Other Me. That was the title. So the EP was basically about me doing the stuff I've not done before, which is diving into different sounds, new sounds, and also putting people in my, for the first time, featuring other artists in my project, which I did. But eventually, I was supposed to drop it, but I didn't. I had to shift it even. And it's funny that, I still haven't dropped it, and I'm not sure it's ever going to drop.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay, so for the records, in case you're not aware or you're not familiar with who Xliberty is, I'm going to take you way back to some years ago. Falz, the bad guy, did what was it called again? Sweet Boy Association. Fine Boy Association. What was the name again of that
I think
thing?
it's Sweet Boys.
Sweet Boy Association. We're back. The SBA. And then we had the UBA, the Ugly Boys Association. At the point, it felt like Xliberty was doing something for UBA Bang, but we know better now that it wasn't. So all the same, I'm going to go back and play this song. It's an audio version because Xliberty has not graced us with his videos. Doesn't have one. We're going to talk about that when we're back, but so far so good. This is Ugly Boys Association by Xliberty. I hope you're going to enjoy this. Probably get to know him better if you haven't heard of him before.
CCN Empire.
Xliberty. As the president of the Ugly Boys Association, I declare membership open and free.
Super King, see as a hug. See my big head, I be like touch. Monkey no fine, but it fine for him, mama. But the truth is, when you are what you are what. Ugly boys, who they challenge? No challenge, man, no challenge. Ugly boys, who they challenge? No challenge, man, no challenge. I had to put me for free, nobody prize me. I am a picture, no they grip us for IG. Even my shadow come, they run, you no green near me. The one way fear me, be say fear, come they fear me. I sure when I been day small, my mother been they hide me. No fi say I dey Jones you, I know they play for Man U. For better for worse, him a kwana moon and job a land. Na beer you they drink, na so I no fi wine you. Look we reason I'm a boom kelo when you and I can leave us one who ne honeka ho when but you say you want the cute one, say le henge menu but they man go boom man woke say to love for the bell nyame ya nyame ya wanya to no mobile dealing donjola me ko luko na shawe ko give me babu ne welo nye ko lezu mama kwa makalire mu na wa mondi ne lebenga lambo chuku ke gibe mu fazo de bado bo wanne mo wa diziko no bado wanya walo kwa reverse wanna diziko kokada so wanne buzila bifu nishiki ne rezigala ugly boys gang I know the permanent kamaka ugly boys who they challenge, no challenge, man, no challenge. Ugly boys who they challenge, no challenge, man, no challenge. Take my mail and me they always say hi. They no go reply if they reply na bye. I know they go church, man, I dey move very tight. No expect say I go the gym, man, no be high. Super King, see as a hug. See my big head, I be like touch. Monkey no fine, but it fine for him, mama. But the truth is, when you are what you are what. Ugly boys who they challenge, no challenge, man, no challenge. Ugly boys who they challenge, no challenge, man, no challenge. She be like,
I want a man that's so handsome.
Metiano, but Maya na your crush. Na still you go marry sha. So be I can buari ageka haisha. Agwalam being single is a hobby. If you ever see a girl on the side in the money, 45 years our group girls never marry. If you ask why, they will say,
go ask Pamela.
Oshemole tinibu at the hell. Obasanja daddy you have your boy. One day I'm a solista, no the shake. Your small doctor black magic no go walk. Who knows if Don Jazzy don't sign me? Speed darlings if you no follow me for IG. Now me them they rush now. Be like Duncan Minty. If you heard your name, I'm not saying you are ugly. Lekwa sweet voice, lekwa jadi. Ishigi juga no mo wanyi na wagi baby. Manke malama, manke jolonjo mandi willy. Bolo kwa monkey DJ go haga wagi baby. If you no fine, simple, you are ugly. If you come fine, you no get money, you are ugly. If you no fine, but you get money, you are You are still ugly. Ugly boys who they challenge. No challenging, no challenge.
Apparently,
ugly boys who they challenge.
it seems everybody's ugly one way or the other.
I swear.
All right, so in case you are just getting familiar with this sound, this is Xliberty, of course, the Ugly Boy Association president. And right here on the show with me, Sits with Ekay. On today's edition, he's doing chill with Ekay.
Yep.
Because he doesn't want to do a lot, right? But we're going to make him do a lot. So, at the point, this song was getting you the necessary attention that you were looking for a while.
Yeah.
And then you went into hiding.
This song is actually mad, like mad. It had I think this is the Spotify. I had 128,000 streams on Spotify alone, and even as of then, Spotify wasn't even available in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Even almost how many countries in Africa? It was just South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa was strong then.
So like it was mad. Everything about like it trended for a while. So many people, so many. I don't know. It was cool. Just this one of the things, just that the necessary some moves that were supposed to be made. It was during the period of this one. That was before my NYSC. I had songs. I recorded songs with Orezi through after the whole link up. Even I did some opening for Casey when he was dropping his album. Who else? Like it was dope. It was dope.
Okay, so let's talk about the Igbo part of it. You are a very versatile Igbo rapper.
Yep.
And I know you don't need reassurance to understand that part. So I understand the rising with language and how it works, but you still have a mix of this blend with English and Igbo. And then I know you've spent extensive time in Akwa Ibom, but I can't remember, aside from the Igbo that you've not dropped, which I believe had some Igbo.
Actually,
some
I have
Ibibio.
a BBO. I have an Ibibio track.
Okay.
A Dakado that I dropped in 2016.
Okay, that's like way back early.
Yeah, when I came
Xliberty.
I came to you in 2000 and I think should be 2014 February 2014. That was when I came to you for the first time, and it was very challenging, the language aspect, because I had to think. Because then I can remember it was them Ely, Nasiru, them what's the name, Nebulous, AK Smooth, Sagas, Indigenous Malik back in those days. Damn, like it was very hard to break into the market. So basically, the only source I had was just school shows, which I wasn't even asked. Nobody even features me in school shows. So literally, I pay tickets, I go inside, I beg DJ, I beg the director of socials, I beg. Even I would beg to even give them money so they just allow me to perform. Like, seriously, I beg, like, every time.
So let's talk about performances. It seems you are a big one on freestyles, because I can remember when I did the cypher. Yeah, you were one of those guys that showed up and you jumped on the track and it went very well. So talk to me about it. How do you do it?
One thing about freestyles is all of us we have dope artists that cannot even freestyle.
Sure, certainly.
We still have artists that are very good in freestyles, but they cannot even give good tracks. That's one funny thing about it. But some people can just throw out everything at a spot. Whereas some of us, the freestyle has to be a blend of what you wrote before, and maybe what came at the spot. Some people, I had this, I can remember when I had this freestyle section in Unio FM.
Okay.
With there was this artist, let me not call names. There was this artist, we came for the freestyle. So, and we were rapping. It was a challenge, more like a challenge. So I was throwing everything from the spot. And he was too good. I was listening to his lines, he was too good. He won. He won. I was listening, I was like impressed. Everything was making sense. The wordplay, the pun, everything. Then I realized that a year later he dropped a song, because when we were in a freestyle, so every word you dropped, they stuck in my head because you won me, like you defeated me. So every line you threw, like somewhere, stored somewhere. So when he dropped a song. He dropped 2 songs at the same time. I listened to the songs, and then I realized that every line he dropped in that radio station that day was from those songs. Like, because he hasn't dropped the song yet, so he could use the lines. You can't say, hey, it's from his old song. So literally it was a freestyle, but it wasn't. And that was the day I decided that, like, I made up my mind. I was like, if I'm ever going to go on a challenge with anybody on freestyle, I'm never going to go 100% from what came there. For real. Unless it's just about vibes and, let's just have fun. Okay. And then you made mention of the language aspect of everything. There was this girl that came to me and was like, okay, she made a funny comment. She was like, even if she wrote an English word, a sentence. I said, even if I say it in English, even if I pronounce it in English, it's still going to sound Igbo. That I don't put English in my songs. So I told her, okay, look at what we're going to do now. Get 2 of my songs. Be writing down, take a pen and paper, write Igbo, English. Anywhere you see Igbo line, you write one count. Like, I'm always conscious of it. If I drop a song, if I drop 50 lines, 25 is Igbo, 25 is English. It must balance. Like, literally, I count. None will ever dominate. I'm always very conscious of it.
Why?
I feel like, let's say my career, like, it bloomed from here. So I was around people that, let's say 80% don't even understand my language. So I had to balance it. I had to carry along in any way I can. So even if you're not Igbo, you have to understand, you have to flow, even if it's the English part. Like, I have to balance it because my market needed it. I cannot just come here and then be speaking Igbo all through. People might feel the flow, people might feel the every other thing, but now they are not even understanding what you're saying, which at least you have to consider them too. You get, so that's just it. Even I have to blend the BBO sometimes if I have to.
Okay, great. So let's talk about Abba. Yeah.
Oh, that song.
Yeah. Tell us about it. Why? Why did you decide to do Abba?
I was born and raised in Aba. I did my primary school in Aba, so I left Aba from my secondary because I attended like 5 different secondary schools.
Oh, wow.
I did my JS1, JS2 in a different school. That was in Ihitoboma, that's in Imo State, close to Mbano. I did my SS3 in MBC. My SS1, I did it in, like, I traveled. I did my secondary school. I ended up in Okigwe. That was where I wrote my senior work, in Okigwe, St. Peter's Seminary, Okigwe. So, Aba, I've always wanted to enter the Aba market because I know when I was in Aba, I wasn't even an artist. I didn't even know I know I loved music, like I could actually sing other people's songs and everything. I never knew I could actually write my own song. I dropped my first single in 2015. That's when I dropped my first single, 2015. That was my life. So I wanted to go back to the album market. So which other way to do it, like just do something everybody could relate to, because my music is all about something people listening to will relate to. Like I have to carry along, It's the best way to enter any market. Just drop something relatable. So I decided, okay, I was going to write about. And funny enough is that that's one of my songs. I think that's the only song I ever needed somebody's help to write. It's not like the person, they did it was like 3 different people with me. Not like they didn't arrange the sentences or the lines for me, but I needed them. I sat them down. I was like, just tell me about Abba. I didn't want to miss any part of it. So this one would be like, okay, you give me the sit-outs in Abba. You give me the major things that happen here so that I'll combine. Then they will drop. Then I have my way of bringing everything together and drop the song. So the plan was to enter the market with that song, which somehow it actually worked a little. Because I realized that much respect to the Akwa Ibom music industry and entertainment in general, but the truth is, here as an entertainer, as an artist, trying to survive here it doesn't work.
Okay.
Like, it's hard. I dropped when I dropped Aba in like shows, if I go for a show in Aba, like the price, like even if they're calling you for a show, they're starting from 50K. Like I'm giving you a rough this and now, 50K. Your accommodation, your every other thing is not like that one is a must. Like you have to. There is no way an artist you move from your house, come to your show, then maybe something that will finish around that kind late in the night. You still expect that person to start going back to the house. You're supposed to keep where the person is going to stay, at least. You have to protect your artist. But here, if somebody in New York calls you for a show, government shows aside, they call you for a show and they pay you 15,000 naira. They feel like they just overpaid you. Like you're not even worth 15,000 naira here. Like it's actually very painful. It's really, really painful that most of the artists we have here, the major ones, are depending on all of them are waiting for a government event so that they can actually eat. Like, I don't know, maybe they don't say it. Maybe everybody just, I know we're growing. I believe I'm still part of this industry, this Akwa Ibom entertainment. I believe I'm part of it, even though I'm not an indigenous. I still believe I'm part of it. You get? So we're growing, it's getting better, I want to believe it's getting better because I've been seeing what people have been doing. Like the what do they call it? The poets, the
poetry events.
That Igbo poetry stuff, that thing is madness. Like those guys are trying. I know, and it's funny that it has to be spoken words that is even taking over, that are doing the major work in this place. People cannot even host events because funds. You have to depend on a lot of sponsors and everything, especially in this. But I just want to believe that it's going to get better. So back to the Aba that we were talking about, I needed to get into that market, which it worked in a way. It worked, which was one of the reasons why I had to step down from I had to drop from my label because there were things that were supposed to be done that they didn't even consider. I had to be my own manager. I had to like literally every day I was alone. I felt like I was the only one there because I had a team. If you have a team, you cannot be setting up the mic, doing this one, doing that one every time. No, you cannot do it alone. So if you have a team and nobody is functioning, you're the one thinking for everybody, it's a problem. Because there was a reason I was doing better on my own. There was a reason I joined you guys. There was a reason I wanted a team around me so that all of us can bring our heads together. So it's just like exactly what people say about the $1 bill and the $100 bill with the 1,000 naira in it. That is useless if you have plenty heads and nothing is working.
Nothing is working, yeah.
So there was no point being there.
Okay, so let's loosen the feel a bit. I'm going to go to Aba with Xliberty now. Let's go and hear what he made out of this, okay? And we'll be right back.
Sicilian Empire.
Liver, oh baby, only now. Ogin X-Libaty ne kujo. I davana Wales. Abamala one day. Anyway, Shabota no ni holom kanadia. Mbaheru be my son. Don Sicily sim kelegio. Well, super maba. Super maba. Super maba. Super maba. Membaki. Araya. Shopping center. Adapol. Tony Masi. MCC. What I say? Zabu zabu. Zabu zabu. Zabu zabu. Zabu zabu. Ababu birida. You say you hot, but the key for bang will lose in a yoko. You know they walk, but I say Michael, so I walk. Boys get kulugi na kupata itiki on a church, but the pay we may will you wish you get in an ogo. But I'm going to dig up Fundela and I want holo. So boy had TBC my cobell and I holo. Or Kokale Kamifumbe man, you go for holo. What give an agate and a man go holo. I'm number one, can be the Pota control. You see my Supanos on the landlord to be not tenant road. I want to be evergreen, go for you by a zoka. Then what about side you will legality your sister. Eldorado Nabale Gamalo Pawambo. So come on, be a political shop and got one yembo. Tikushina CS back a branch of one, a sugar land, the Manila Palette. Super maba, super maba, super maba, super Oloto, Milverton, Urata, Georges, Umawai, Immaculate, Cemetery, Zabu Zabu, Zabu Zabu, Zabu Zabu, Zabu Zabu, Ababu Girida. Omo the quarters your glass keeping a 7-up and one the baggy Benji overall. The boys are very hot. Easy work I buy your game with them now cause to hold up. When they hold up, about boy till I fold up. I been already man I name magic. Man I could see when the boss of Boko Adit. Binez the luxury city boys in the arena 90. I don't know one year to know Mungasi heavy duty. Avalon Johnson Chuku FX Bundos. Cosmos in the 212 Maquife Mega. Rough Coin X Nell Don Sets Master G Don Chill S10 Afam Music Swaro. Smash Hilo Shaker Man Spicy Clef X Miss. Easy Beats DJ Colo DJ Ike Money Jam Boy. Mackay Pastor Metu DJ M Mike Songi. Vajency you have seen you. Osina Wata Jaga Jaga.
I like the part that when you started this song, you brought into cognizance the fact that there's butter in Aba, but let's not talk about that, right? Okay. All right, so my Igbo is getting a little bit better, even when people don't want to teach me. Wow, so that was Aba by Xliberty, and that is how it sounds, actually. A lot of, this one was all Igbo.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the market. Just
give it to them.
It was just meant for them only.
Okay. All right. So, guys, it's been nice how many minutes that we've been able to have this conversation with Xliberty. And, of course, I'm getting to the part of the show where we have to freestyle. Xliberty is a god of freestyle. If I have to tell you that, take it from me.
I'm not.
So today is going to give us a feel of the thing that he has been keeping for us 2 years after. Abby?
Yep.
Okay, so let's go. This beat is something that you are going to like, or so I think. I don't know. So I'm just going to play it. It's 2 minutes, 10 seconds.
I'm not going to go 2 minutes, 10 seconds.
No, you're not going to go 2 minutes, 10 seconds,
Yeah.
definitely. But I know you'll go maybe 59 seconds, 2 minutes.
Probably 30 seconds.
Okay, that's fine. So let's go and see what he got.
Well, you already know my name. They call me Xliberty. Diva. Okay, yeah. One look when my time be this. No be borrow where you borrow, no be thief a thief. Man, I'm dropping like a new release. Bangolo Shang Chao, Wan Chao, I dey speak Chinese. Ha, monkey no fine, but if fine for him, mama. I'm the key to the city. I go lock you like Dada. Man, I bless you in the name of the Father, Son. They call me I don't tire to introduce myself. Very soon you go sabi my voice. That's Xliberty. When you hear my song, I know I'm talking rubbish, but you get my point. Yeah, I'm growing big like a pot belly. Nowadays when we enter, almost see Helen. Politics na competition of big tummy. I never blow, but at least you suppose know me. You two they speak bad English, they from pidgin. Say your mom see and pop see they act movie. Your grandfather they for heaven they train pidgin. In the child is your life and they enjoy me. I'm doing nice like I'm Tony Payne. My flow bloody, he they give Tony a pen. Like saying a freestyle, I give Tony pen. Did you know they catch me? I know be Tony Mez. As I be strike, I no need matches. The kind hit where they drop, no they cause rashes. My lines plenty like saying a foolscap sheet. Say my mouth in a dustbin, I talk rubbish. Crowd and they make people DJ. Now me they host my big brother Ekay. Onumune cousin Shikobu ZK. Amagi monye BJ Sajizulamu KJ. Yeah man. They call me Xliberty.
All right, so that was it. Xliberty gave it to us. Almost 2 minutes. He didn't want to go 2 minutes, but that was almost it. Okay. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what we should expect from you.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna sound like the normal cliche every artist will say. I have something coming out of there. Honestly, Honestly, I feel like I'm lost. Like, I feel like I'm trying to find, I won't say I'm trying to find my sound, but I've been going into different sounds lately. Like different sounds, different genres and everything. Like, I've been trying till I find something that clicks. Like, I feel like, no, this is it. Well, hopefully I'll find it. But
Okay.
I've been experimenting on different sounds. I have so many producers trying to send stuff over for me to look at. Some of them I ask for it. I say, can you work on something like this for me? Can you just send something over? Let me try. But I believe that before the year runs out, I'll probably even come back with a body of work.
Okay.
Straight up than singles, because maybe let's just try something. But for now, I don't know where I am.
Okay. All right. So while we're waiting for Alter Ego from Xliberty to come out soon, because that's the name you're going to name it, right?
I might.
Okay. All right. So it's been a pleasure having you on the show. It's been a huge pleasure sitting down with you after a long while.
Thank you. It's a pleasure here too.
Yes, so while we leave him to run away, of course, go into hiding again to give us something amazing very soon, I'm going to leave you with this one called Bad Belle. I know Xliberty remembers this song.
What song is that? That's Jasanto, right?
Exactly. All right, so this was a feature that broke the city. Bad Belle, DJ Santo, featuring a whole lot of people like Asteroid, General O'Day, and there was DJ Brightstar, and then, of course, Xliberty. So I'm going to let this one roll while I say my bye-bye. Thank you very much for everybody who made this show very possible. Thank you, Xliberty, for being a part of the show. Thank you for agreeing to sit down with me today. Thank you very much to Ely Bede and, of course, Ely Bede, that's how I call him. Divine Igovia was here, and Daniel was on the switcher making this possible. And, of course, some people who are walking in and out of the studio, ATJ, and then one beautiful young lady that I like to call Fufu, and all the same. So I'm going to leave this one. Bad Belle is the title of the song. Whoever is looking at me badly, Bad Belle be your wahala. Okay, so I'll leave you this one, and we are out.